Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Super Bowl dreams are on the line today in the conference championship, where only one team can move on. It's the Lions going up against the Black Knights. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year. Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the London Black Knights. They'll come out in the pistol. The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential. He's realizing it here.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown. Jeremy Langford, 73 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And that's caught inside the 30. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Play action. It's Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Wilson looking middle, and it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Start the drive. They go screenplay to Langford. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's a foot race. The 30. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look at...
Here we go. Brand 38.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ashawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama, a big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play here. Third down and goal from the 2. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was a 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends whether they'll wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The lone setback is Langford. He'll drop to throw. Checks it underneath to Langford. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not.
They'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down and 4. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
Here we go. Black Brown. Ohio. Ohio. Black Brown. Ohio. 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 Black Ohio. Ohio.
Back to the ground. This time Langford. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Come on, let's go. Black Brown. Black Brown.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
So they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run again with Jackson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, Detroit. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Wilson dancing to his left. Ebron caught left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Red zone opportunity. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On second down, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
It's been tough sledding on the ground, but after that first down pickup, they've got to gain a little bit more confidence.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule. Yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Seems to me, Brandon, that they're pretty content with where they are right now. Just going to take a knee and head in for the half.
So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit ahead.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Langford. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They're going to look to throw. They go screenplay to Langford. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Langford. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
This is where you're probably weighing the score and the clock. 3rd quarter, so maybe it's a little early to start worrying about how much time is left in the game. But if you kick the field goal, you make it a 2-score game. A tough balance and a tough decision for any coach to make.
A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They come out here in the I. And the back goes into motion. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's got it up and through. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Play action. Now Wilson. Ebron's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Shane Ray in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now back out comes the offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, Langford. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a third and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
It's complete to Flanner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now that put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Another run, but this time it's Rolls. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Welcome back now here in London as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! What? None? Let's go!
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Another pistol look here. Langford. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Come on, let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd down following the run. One man on the backfield is Gordon. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Five yards to gain here on third down. They'll run with Rawls. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So now on fourth down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run it with Jackson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver, 55 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So they're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Looking to throw. They go screen play to Langford. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Checks it underneath to Langford. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jeremy Langford with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Wilson up there. And it's good enough for a Detroit 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And they're going to speed things up here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, Wilson. Incomplete. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. To begin the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. This is Rawls. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the I. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Langford. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.